What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In the previous video, I told you guys I had something big coming up. Well, that day has finally came and it finally delivered. I'm already unboxed this. I tried to make a video already, but I kind of failed and I deleted everything. And now I'm redoing it again. I hate recording on an iPhone. But the big package that we picked up today was LowGlow. If you guys don't know, this is one of the biggest car brands on the market right now for underglow. They're one of the brightest ones that you can get. 10 times out of 10, if you go to like a car show like Slammed Enough or Simply Clean, mostly a lot of the cars will have this kit on their vehicle. So be sure to hit them up. I'm gonna flip the camera right now and show you guys what mess I made. I hate wiring, absolutely hate wiring stuff. But this should be pretty simple. I'm just not patient and I don't have the patience for this. I tried to help a homie to help me since he's already installed this kit twice, but he's busy. Here is the mess that we have. LowGlow, there's the box they came with. There's their social medias, if you guys want to check them out and see how bright this is and how high quality of a lighting. Later, now that I know and actually read it, it came with a bunch of dope slaps or stickers, I should say. It looks like my car right now, a little Honda with camber. This little LowGlow sticker. Then we got this slammed fork truck with their kit on it. They got some dope stickers. They also have banners for your car or flags for your garage or shop. Came with a pack of Scooby snacks. What they also supplied was a little screw for this box that we're gonna need later on. And then it comes with these 3M, I don't even know what to call them, but it holds your zip ties and makes it all neat. Cable management, it's got a little Y splitter, I guess you'd call it. There's the controller, which is this Magic controller. That's the app you'll be using. I'm trying to find the paper. Oh, it's probably in this box. To be honest, here's the box that it comes with. It's not in the box. There's a message that they gave us, or gave me, I should say. I lost the paper that I need. Oh, there it is. So right here, it comes with this right here, 2 front strips, 2 side strips, 2 rear strips. So you got some extension cables for your car just in case you need them. A cut extension, a Y split connector, and then you also have a switch and relay harness, which is this guy right here. It comes with a fuse and extra spare fuses. We're gonna have to wire this to this box right here and ground to the battery. This, we're gonna figure out a place where to mount this in my car. This is the controller. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna mount it at, but I know I should probably do it somewhere on the passenger side. And then it comes with a Bluetooth controller, adhesive mount, or a zip tie. And then there's the app if you guys want to scan this and download the app. But yeah, there's also instructions and stuff. Yeah, we bought a rear, a side, and a front. And then if you guys are watching and you have a first gen Odyssey, I will tell you guys the size that you need. But if you're not sure on your car, an Odyssey or whatever vehicle you have, DM them or email. They will reply back quick and let you guys know what size you need. If you have an RA1 Odyssey, I'm not going to show you this because it has my address on it. And the sizing you'll need for the front is 36 inches. The sides will be 76 inches and then the rear will be 24. I actually haven't ever seen, I don't think I've ever seen a LowGlow kit on an RA1. So I'm not sure if I'm the first or not, but we'll find that out. If I ever do to get this installed tonight, I'll post a picture on the group, the RA1 group, and ask if anybody else has this kit on their vehicle, and we'll see. Yeah, we got a bunch of wiring to figure out before we wire out the box. How I have everything set up is I have all the wires in my car. I have all of the strips where they need to be. So there's the sides, there's the rear, there's this side, and then there's the front with the hood open. This kit includes a little mini screwdriver for this box. It should be in this box right here. So everything is color coded on this box. So you have your ground, which is white. I guess DAT is data. So that's gonna be yellow, and then your red is gonna be your power. Match red to red, yellow to yellow, and white to white. If you take your screwdriver, there'll be Phillips head on the back. You just unscrew it, put your wire in, and then tighten the screw onto the wire. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen everything up right now. This reminds me of work, having to wire up AC units. So it's tight, we got the red one in, everything's secure right there. And if we grab this other harness, it's all tangled up. I didn't really unravel it good. It's gonna go to the battery. Where's the end of this? And then we're gonna grab these two right here, which is your power and ground. Got the car jacked up. So here are my 2 rear strips on one of those connections that I had in the car. This is gonna be what connects to, because your 2 rear isn't gonna hook up like that. So you have to grab an extension, or that's the wrong end, an extension, and screw it in just like this. It should just connect with 3 prongs, and then you twist these Kind of hard to do with my phone because, like I said, I can't record and hold it. These strips aren't from Amazon, so they're not going to be cheap, of course. If you see there's an arrow on every strip, this is for later. Depending on what mode you have, they all sync up. Make sure all those arrows are pointing to where you want it to flow to. The left side I'm going to have to the back, and then the rear I'm going to have to the right, and then the front to the up, if that makes sense. So before you peel off this adhesive right here, you want to make sure the area that you're sticking your strip is clean. So I'm just going to give this a wipe down. You guys can automatically see how dirty it was. I'm going to apply it right here along here. You want to do it as far as possible as you can. That way it don't scrape or be visible. I don't want mine to get damaged because I literally scrape it everywhere. So I'm just putting mine all along this back. Been a few days since you guys seen the last clip. Here's where I left off. I ran out of sunlight when I recorded the last clip, and I didn't want to mess up the install and waste my money and the strips fall off. Grounded the battery. Here's how I zip tied it. This is all temporary because I just want to get this shit done. I have it routed along this wall. I have the remote control wire routed through here. It's kind of ghetto. This previous owner did this, and I have it zip tied along the fender well. Through the fender well, I have it coming out of this door right here, and then I don't know if you guys can see. Probably not. Oh, there's a little bit light. I have all the way at the bottom. I didn't use any zip ties. I just lifted up the carpet, put the wire under there, took off this panel by the where you read to see if you have any codes. If you just pull on this panel right here, it'll rip out, and then route that wire through. There should be a big gap right here, and you can route that wire through. You'll see that light shine if you have power, and I have it stick right here. It's already sticked and applied, so when I'm in the driver's seat, I won't even be able to see it. I just reach over and press the button, and it's really low-key and hidden. I think that's a clean spot. You can't even tell I have it, other than this spot right here, this little wire. Gotta do these CV axles and make a video on that, because this shit is squeaking. Yeah, all we have to do up here really is, we're gonna mount this box somewhere up here. That way it'll be hidden. I've been working like 15 days straight. Today is my finally off day, and I wouldn't even be off if they didn't tell me I couldn't work. They say I work too much, so they forced me to have an off day. Cool that this company includes this relay. I forgot to tell you guys I grounded right here, because that relay, it'll keep you from blowing fuses or shorting out wires. And most companies don't do that, so they kind of give you a little shortcut. And I also forgot to mention, they tell you in this little picture right here how to route the wire. If I kind of confuse you with which way they have to go, with the arrows, look at this right here. So the right side is pointed towards the back, and the left side is pointed towards the back, and the back sides are pointing to each other. So I kind of had it wrong. And you see the front ones too, they're pointing away from each other. It's all supposed to flow when you have it in the mode, and it's all supposed to be synced up. This is very important to know when you're installing. I don't know if I mentioned, but this kit is waterproof, but if you guys wanted to, you guys can put dielectric grease on the ends. So this kit is waterproof, and these strips are super flexible. Another thing is, most companies, when they put the 3M tape, this little red strip, they don't go all the way to the edge of this. So most companies, they stop like right here, where it gets this square right here. They stop right here, and then when you go to install it, it'll be flush on your car or wherever you're installing it, and then this end piece will just hang like that. So this company goes all the way to the end. The attention to detail that LowGlow does is amazing. This is why they only drop like every month. Grab your front RGB strip and get your Y splitter, which will look like literally a Y. Make sure your arrows are pointed correct on the strips. And then for these connectors, you're gonna wanna, there's 3 prongs. You're gonna wanna try to find the holes, that's what she said, and just spin it until you do find it. Put it in, spin it until it grabs, and then when it grabs, push in very tight. There's an O-ring right here, so no water gets in. Twist these really tight too, so they don't come loose. And then you don't have to worry about finding any loose connections later on down the road, maybe when you hit a bump or something. The rears, here's the ends. So you want to put them together, and at the end of these strips, you want to put an extension. So I have one extension on this one, and I don't have an extension on this one, so we got to do that. And then these extensions that we just put on the rears will go to the sides. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Yeah, I ran out of lighting on the previous clip at the beginning, but this shit was also pissing me off. But seeing this made it 1,000 times easier, and I kind of gave up that day. But after you had put the extensions on these strips, you should have 2 left over, and then you want to go back to that Y splitter. You guys guys see at the very front, they're running to the power. So one of these will go right here, it looks like. I'm not sure, we'll figure that out when we get there. All right, I got everything hooked up, all the extensions connected, everything's connected to the battery. Now, before I install all the strips, I'm gonna make sure there's power and that they work. Let me stop this, flip the camera, and then I'm gonna press the button and show you guys. Let me see, I'm gonna hit this button. Oof, we got power right here on the sides. Oof, we got power on the rear. Bro, this shit's gonna be bright. Power on the sides. And let's see if the front's have power. That one has power. And that one has power. Oof, we good. I don't know why there's an extra slot right here. I thought I was missing something. They work without that, whatever that is. I'm gonna put the rears in a different spot than at the beginning of the video that I showed you guys. The only dilemma I'm having is I'm slammed, so I can't adjust my ride height. So I'm having a hard time figuring out where I wanna place these without these getting ripped off from scraping everywhere. But the rears in the front, I know I don't scrape a lot, like towards the rear. So I'm just gonna put it on the kit. So that's like the hard part for me because I literally scrape everywhere. The front is kind of up there too, but I don't scrape really a lot. The front is way higher than the rears. The sides scrape like crazy everywhere. So hyped to put them on and see them at night. So I'm gonna probably most likely take off every wheel individually to get this cable management good. Now, if you guys are mounting your strips, you wanna make sure you're not putting it on any suspension pieces or any pieces that move or get hot, because you're gonna waste your money pretty much. It's common sense. But I got this flashlight. I'm gonna jack up the rear, clean the bottom, make sure I have a good clean spot to stick these in because I do not want these to fall off. I'm gonna have to order a bigger size in the rear. I don't think it's their fault. Not really too mad. I'm kind of disappointed that it's not gonna kind of look right now. We'll get it there for sure. But for my kit, it only reaches literally the rear. My bumper has sides right here, and it ain't long enough to reach the side. It's only long enough to reach this straight line, if that makes sense. So here's the end of this connector. Connects to the second one right here. And then the second one leads right here at the exhaust. So it's kind of bummy that it does that, but we'll order a replacement part. I'll email them after I install this. Luckily, these are easy to remove when I get the size that fits. And before y'all try to say, why don't you hook up the sides and connect it to the rear? The sides are just enough just for the side, so I can't even extend it to this side if I wanted it to. Here is what the rear is looking like. I don't think it'll look too bad that it's the wrong size. I don't know, I might not even call them. We'll see when I get all the other ones on, but I literally just did it right around the edge. I'm pretty sure the tape, or not the tape, the damn paint of my car, the previous owner got a cheap paint job. As you guys can see, it's kind of like hazy, and then along the fender it's like really bad. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like dull, like there's no clear. The tape isn't wanting to stick really good. Hopefully I don't have to worry about none of them falling off, but I might redo them. We'll see. If they don't hold up, they don't hold up. I get some replacement parts, unfortunately, if that's the route I have to do, because this is a sick ass kit. The rears and the front are gonna be cake. The sides is what I'm worried about, because that's the hardest spot to figure out where to mount it to. And then also, if I do figure out a spot to mount it to, I'm most likely gonna have to take off my side kit to make things easier. The front sticks way better than the rear and the sides. It does the paint, whatever he used in the rear and the sides, but I have it all zip tied right here. I haven't did the driver's side yet, but I did the passenger. You guys seen it in the clip before. And then here's how I have everything tidied up here. So I have it coming from down there, through that hole, down there, up right here, and then here's where I have the box. I was gonna put it up there, but it's kind of a pain. I'd have to run to the store and get some 3M tape, so I just have it secure right here. Under these wires is what's securing it, but I have it all zip tied and neat. Like I said, it is temporary, but it is ugly right here. This is a bundle of wires, but everything's zip tied, all nice and neat up top. I have that cable management thing right here, so it's holding the wire along this bumper, and it's crossing over right here. And then here's where I have to put my side skirts. Kind of don't want to stick really good because it's really dirty right here. Probably drill a hole right here and zip tie. Put that zip tie through that hole just to secure the wires some more. This strip should hold. You can see I'm kind of having a hard time trying to find a spot to put the strips on the side were a little bit long. So what I did is I zip tied it. I drilled a hole and zip tied it like that. And then I kind of put it up in a way like this because I can't find nowhere that's neat that won't show the strips. I don't like exposed strips. That's tacky. And then I routed the wire right here. You guys can't see probably. The extension's right here. It'll reach. All I have to do is connect it. Unfortunately, I had to take off the kit on the side. This shit is wild right here. It's like smooth. It ain't supposed to be smooth. Got a bunch of rare parts on this car. I just need to get under there and clean it really good. Got the wheel off. Now we're gonna do a little bit of cable management. I might have to disconnect the extension again and route it above all this, which I'm gonna have to do. Here's a better view of how I have it right here since it was too long. I have it zip tied right here along the side skirt. There's the extension. I have that routed along here. And I zip tied it to the ABS cables. And then I have it down there. You guys can see it over there. And then I have it coming up. Still zip tied on the ABS. And then it's kind of ghetto right here. Zip tied along the coilovers. And then I couldn't find nowhere where it wouldn't get hot to mount it to. I was gonna mount it to the frame right here, but there's no return. I can't, it's just a hole in the frame and it don't lead out to nothing. It's leading all the way across from under there. And then I zip tied it on the kit right here. And then there's the extension for the rear. So now what I gotta do is put the wheel back on and then this side's all wrapped up. Only side I have left to do is the driver's side. This is the driver's side. I did this side a little bit different. I'm gonna go back over my work on the passenger side, but I used my drill and I drilled into the frame a little bit, whatever you want to call this. Put a hole right here, a hole right here, and a hole right there. As you can see, I kind of tuck these wires really neat. So you're not gonna be able to see it when the car is off of the jack. Now, if we go to this passenger side, you can see all these exposed wires. So yeah, I'm about to go back over that right now. I need to wash this thing after this. Much better. I drilled 4 holes on this side. I think the other side I did less, but this side's a little bit different. You see no wire. I routed those wires right here on the coilover a little bit at the bottom, right there. And then I zip tied it to this little bracket. I think that's the fuel line. And then from there, I went all the way across right here. I zip tie it to where you jack up the car. Oh, there's the extension right here. Depending on how it looks, I might not even email them, but it looks totally different in the daytime. Like it's noticeable. I mean, it'll be more noticeable at night, but it might look better, if that makes sense. About to go grab food for the wife. Here's the kit in the garage though. Once I leave, I'll park somewhere and show you guys what it looks like in the open, but I have my flash on because it's really dark. The kit doesn't show really good on the sides. It's not as bright because of my side kit, but once I get bags, I'll be able to put it on the kit itself rather than where you guys seen me put it, because this kit is thick as fuck. So it's not as bright compared to the front. You see how the front is, how it literally lights up past the car? That's how the side could be if it was actually on the kit. So it kind of takes away from that, unfortunately. And I do not want to raise the car up at all. But the rear and the front sits very perfect, exactly how I want it. I just wish the sides would look the same. You can kind of see the exposed wire right here. I'll probably have to tape it or something, but it don't look bad with the strips like that, like short. It would look better, of course. I don't know, it is what it is. I honestly, like I want to, now that I'm looking at it. It's already bugging me that it don't look really good and bright on the sides. I'm supposed to have a banner that comes in the mail today on a Sunday. It's kind of awkward. It says it's supposed to be here latest around 9 and it's like 7 something right now, almost 8. The banner goes on the front windshield. I'll show you guys, I guess, in another video. Or if it comes by the time I get her food and come back, I'll probably slap it on in this video. This should be my last video recording with the iPhone. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on Amazon for a refurbished one. It's basically like me getting one used off the marketplace, except for on Amazon. And I think you can do returns. I'm not sure. I have to honestly go back and look. I shouldn't have no problem with it. I did buy the A6400. I bought just the body, so I don't have no lens, and I don't think it comes with a charger either. We'll see. It's supposed to come Monday, I think. Oh, that's tomorrow. I'm trying to find a homie with a stock lens for the camera. Somebody's messaging me. Here it is out in the open. I should have went to the gas station, but I was literally at the McDonald's line for like 30 minutes. They were backed up, but here it is in the open. Here's what it looks like without that strip on the side. Do a little 360 walk around with this kit. I should have turned my headlights off. Yeah, she looking good though. I forgot to mention before I wrap up this video, there is, I want to say no exaggeration, there's around 200 modes that this kit has. This video is already long, so I'm not going to make it any longer. If you guys want, comment down below and I'll make a video going through the app once I get my camera, going through the app, showing all the modes and all the colors and what it looks like at a certain time of the day. Comment down below and I got you. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys next time.